Welcome to Tax Insights, presented by Hawkins Ash CPAs.
And good morning, listeners. Welcome back to Tax Insight here on the Lakeshore's good neighbor, WOMT. Jeff, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Terry.
Hey, we are going to talk to individuals on how they can make their life easier.
Right, because knowing that the IRS is having a lot of service issues right now, there's ways to make their life, but more importantly, your life easier.
All right.
And so here's some things that you can do.
So let's start off with the first one by what to watch for in the mail.
Yeah, let's do that. So the first thing you want to look for is something we've talked about before, and that is that Form 6419. And that's a letter that's going to show how much was received from the advanced child tax credits. Now, the IRS has said that a small number of these letters actually have incorrect amounts. So people are really going to want to look at those closely and compare them to what they actually received. The next one is the Form 6475, which shows how much of the economic impact payment was received. And that was the one from back in early 2021. Now, this is important because the IRS has already stated that, unlike last year, if you did not get that impact payment, and you should have, you need to report that on your return. The IRS is not planning on reconciling these automatically like they did last year. And the third item that I want to talk about is what's been around for a while now, and that's that Form 1095A, which shows any subsidies that you received by having health insurance on the exchange. Now, this is important because if you have insurance on the exchange, the IRS is not going to process your return unless you include that information on your return, even if the subsidy was zero.
So what about how you file your return?
This is another good one. So my strong recommendation is that you always file your return electronically. I think the days of paper filing, I think those are just about over. Now, the IRS still has millions and millions of returns that were paper filed last year that they still haven't processed. So this is so much so that they're reminding taxpayers to file this year's return, even if the IRS hasn't processed their return from last year, which just seems crazy to me. Now, even though I get paid to do tax returns, I still recommend people with less complicated returns e-file the returns and use, maybe one of the commercially available software packages or file for free on the IRS website. This is just going to make it easier on you. Now, for complicated returns, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't know how many are easy anymore, but for complicated returns, I think you're still going to need to go to a tax preparer to get them done for you.
Lastly, Jeff, because time is running out, what else should individuals be looking out for?
So we talked about this over the last week or so, and that is, start paying your taxes electronically. It works out really well, and it's easy. And also have your refunds direct deposited right into your account. Now, using both of these methods is going to be great because it'll give you a paper trail on the payments that you made via the confirmation number. And if you use direct deposit, you're going to get your refund a lot quicker.
Jeff, great information every week here in Tax Insight. How do listeners connect with the team at Hawkins Ash?
I would go to our website, which is hawkinsash.cpa.
Thank you for your time, my friend, and we'll talk to you next week on WOMT.
This has been Tax Insights, presented by Hawkins Ash CPAs. Learn more online at hawkinsashcpas.com. Hawkins Ash CPAs, part of your business, part of your life.